Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I watched Jurassic World Rebirth. Alright, so the incredible movie month that is July has officially kicked off with Jurassic World Rebirth in movie theaters starting this Friday internationally, and for me already in Belgium from this day or yesterday as an avant-premiere midnight screening. That's where I went. So right now it's 4 a.m., almost 5 a.m., and I'm here making this beautiful video for you. Alright, Jurassic World Rebirth. The Jurassic World franchise is of course something that has gone anywhere. Like the Jurassic Park franchise, we all love Jurassic Park and we all love the second Jurassic Park, but we don't really love the third Jurassic Park. Well, now we have 3 or 4 new movies in a new franchise and a short movie and 2 series that I haven't seen. Only saw the first season of Camp Cretaceous, really like that. I haven't really bothered watching the rest. Okay, but I absolutely loved Jurassic World. I think it's on par with the first Jurassic Park. I absolutely love that movie. I also really like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I don't really like the cloning storyline, but I do like what they did with the rest of the movie. I do really feel like it's 2 movies mashed into one and they don't really mix well together, so that's a really big complaint about that one. And of course Dominion, I kind of really don't like that movie. I still give it a 3 stars because I thought that one was pretty entertaining, but I have to say that I really hated the fact that they chose to not go with dinosaurs and went to fucking locusts instead. Still don't know why that was for, and I also really thought that the legacy characters were wasted in that movie. But right now we go back to form with Jurassic World Rebirth. They tried to reinvent the franchise in a big way by hiring Gareth Edwards to direct this one. Gareth Edwards, of course, known for Rogue One and Godzilla, so he is familiar with big monsters, which of course could come in handy with a movie like this. And I have to say, in some capacity, he did it. He did reinvent the franchise. He did make it better. It's very hot. And in some capacity, he didn't. Because the story being told here is really mediocre. Like, incredibly mediocre. We have seen all of these things a countless times before. And I can even add to that, fucking hell, there's flies. And I can even add to that, we have seen this story in Jurassic Park at least 3 times before. Like, there's another island where these creatures went, and there's another island where there was Brett, and there's another thing they have to get going, and we have another family that went to the island. Not exactly went to the island, but we have another family in trouble. Like, it's always the same thing, and that's really bothersome in this one, because they try to do some new things, but they also try to do these new things by going back to the same cliche things that you have seen countless times before. So when this movie starts, you can see where the story is going, and like in the first 5 minutes, you can for sure tell where this movie might go, what characters will die, what characters will eventually not be as brave or not be as good as they intend to be. Like, you can get all of these. Like, this movie has a giant bingo card. I think this movie would be great as a big drinking game because it's so incredibly cliche and you will for sure get wasted if you hit the right notes. On the other hand, the characters are also not that great. Like, we have ScarJo and Jonathan Bailey's character and also Mahershala Ali's character. Theirs are great. I do think ScarJo plays it on safe mode. I do think Jonathan Bailey is exceptionally good, and I do think Mahershala Ali is also really good in this one, but all the other characters are a complete waste. Except for the father, I kind of liked him too, but the rich guy, boring. The little kids doesn't really do it for me. She has this fun relationship with a dinosaur. That's really cute, that's really fun, but in the end of the movie I also thought, like, okay, they did never go up on that. Like, what really happened with it? Is something still happening? Are they keeping that for another incoming sequel? We don't know for sure. There's also another sister, really did not like her, and there's also the other boyfriend. That one could die. Holy fuck, that was an annoying character. That was meat sack number 1. And this movie had more meat sacks than it had lovable persons, so that's really sad. I like some meat sacks in some capacity, but I also really want to like the characters as well. Even though they're becoming meat sacks, I want to care for them being meat sacks, and I did really not do that. I have to say that the movie, as long as it went on, the characters did grow on me, but I still didn't like them in the end. Like, that was really sad. I didn't really like that. With that being said, that's most of the stuff I really didn't like about it. There's also a great deal of things that I absolutely did like. Like, I can see, even though the story is cliche and the characters are quite bland, at least this movie tries to recapture that magic that was present with the Spielberg original. It really tries to get that magic back. Like, it does so in a few scenes that are really well made, that are really wholesome, or really intense, or really tense. But there's one scene in particular around the middle of the movie with the Titanosauruses. Mwah! That is on par with the original Welcome to Jurassic Park scene. Of course, that scene is still the best because it was our first official look at these dinosaurs. But this one, especially with the music, it was really well done. I really liked what they did with that one. It was incredibly wholesome. Factor to that, we also have the creatures, and I felt like the CGI on those creatures was exceptionally great. The CGI overall was quite good. And the creatures looked great, and of course we have Gareth Edwards, who made Godzilla, so of course he knows how to deal with these creatures, and he knows how to deal with the dinosaurs, and he did so in a phenomenal way. Every dinosaur scene was exceptionally great, was really fun and really nice and really tense in the moments that it needed to be tense, and sometimes even funny or wholesome in the moments that it needed those emotions. So that was really great. Another big complaint I have for this entire franchise is, of course, the mutated dinosaurs. I really do not like the mutations. I really don't like those. I kind of dug the Indominus Rex because he looked a great deal like a T-Rex, and of course the T-Rex still bested him in the end. I am really not a big fan of the Indoraptors. I really hated those guys, and those locusts from the third movie, they could absolutely be stolen from me. I absolutely hated every single thing about them. With that being said, I'm not a big fan of them, so I was really, really angry beforehand when I heard that this movie added another of those mutations, being the Distortus Rex. Have to say, the first moment he was on screen, I saw that Godzilla vibe, fell in love with him immediately. Yes, the Distortus Rex is absolutely my favorite mutation of all, and is actually one of the first mutations that I do not give a shit about that it exists. It may exist in this universe for me. I still prefer original OG dinosaurs, but the Distortus, they really did not make a big deal out of him. They really did not try to make him the alpha dinosaur, what they actually did do with the Indominus Rex, which I did not take. But this one was really great, and they did some beautiful things with it. It has very limited screen time, but they built it up really well, so that was really cool. And I have a feeling that the Distortus Rex may be another classic incoming because it was that incredibly tense, and it really felt like a Godzilla dinosaur among these other beasts. It was not the big alpha dinosaur that they tried to make it with the Indominus Rex, which is really thankful, which really made sure that I liked the Distortus Rex because it was something unique and not something that we have to love and that we have to be afraid of. It was something like, here, we also have this one, and I really dug that. In the end, Jurassic World Rebirth, this not the big movie that reinvents this franchise as some people hoped it would be, but it's definitely also not a bad watch. It's fun, and if you love the Jurassic Park franchise, you will like this one, I think. It has a lot of good things amongst the cliche and bad things. I'm gonna give this one 3.5 stars because I did really like it. What did you think of this movie? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I'm gonna hunt some flies. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.